Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Cami. This is Joey, and this is CamisFluidArt. I am an energy healer, clairvoyant energy channel, crystal Reiki master, intuitive card reader, Lightworker, Earthkeeper, and Andromedan starseed. Thank you so much for being here today. If you're new to the channel, I would like to say welcome. If you resonate with the message today, you can like and subscribe so that you can be notified when our videos post. We usually post on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're a returning viewer, well, you already know that you're family, and I thank you so much for being here today with me. So family, today we're going to talk about boundaries. This is going to be in regards to kind of an extended interaction that I've had with a viewer. She contacted me recently and she was requesting advice on some situations. She wanted to work with me specifically because I was outside of her circle. And she felt as though, or feels as though, there is an individual that she is in contact with that has great control over her and is able to, as she put it, swoop in and steal her energy. This is a boundary issue. I can assure you that no one can steal your energy without your having given up your sovereign seniority and your power, whether you did it consciously or whether you did it unconsciously. In the physical realm, if I give you something, if I give you this crystal, that crystal is yours now. You have it, and I don't. That's what happens in the physical realm. In the physical realm, I'm a small female. I'm about 5 foot tall. Only about 120 pounds, so someone could overpower me if they chose to physically. Possibly. But energetically, no one can ever overpower me, ever, under any circumstances, unless I consciously or unconsciously give them my power. This is kind of a difficult concept to get your mind around. When I first became aware of boundaries, and this may sound very foreign to you, if you were raised in a home that had any kind of abuse, mental, physical, whatever, you probably do not have or did not have good established boundaries. You probably never knew what they were, that you should have them. I was a young mother. I had 4 children. We've been married almost 30 years. And it was just in the last few years that I became aware of the fact that I did not have to give everybody all of my energy. Now your children, they will form grounding cords with you, and that's on purpose. You need to do that. Your spouse often will have a cord attached to you and share energy, but you still use your own energy. When you're intimate with your partner, you're combining your energies, and generally that's a conscious act. But believing that someone can come in to your energetic space passing through your aura into your personal space and take things from you energetically without your permission is a lie. Energetically, if this is energy, and I'm teaching you something to do with this energy, like in the last video, I showed you how to activate your hand chakras. Well, when I did that, I didn't give you my energy, and now you have my energy, and I can't use my hand chakras anymore. That's not how energy works. I showed you a technique. If you received that, if you resonated with it and you practiced it, you will develop that ability to activate your hand chakras and use them to scan your body. And they act kind of like as additional eyes. But you didn't take my energy. I just showed you how to use your energy. You see? So energetic exchange is like copies. So basically, when I showed you how to do that, now you have an identical copy. Okay, so you have one and I have one. All right? Now, I'm responsible for my copy. That's my energy, and I'm responsible for this energy and how I use it. That copy that you have, now you are responsible for that copy and how you use it. It's no longer anything that has to do with me. It is yours. Okay? So, in that same understanding, you can't take mine. I can't take yours. There may be circumstances where, especially with your children, that you may be giving your energy to them for a period of time. But this idea that someone can come into your space and manipulate you, she had suggested, because there was information, she had requested answers for something, and I had received some direction for her, and her ego was not in agreement with that, and she lashed out at me and claimed that I was channeling this individual that was exerting power over her. No. No. That is not possible. You see, I am a sovereign being. No one comes into my space without invitation. You are a sovereign being. No one comes into your space or injects their energy into your space without your agreement. So, if you feel like someone's controlling you and you feel like you've been victimized, you are not being victimized. That is your choice to give your power to them for that time. A simple example of this would be if you don't have good boundaries and say, you might find yourself in this position, you and your partner or your friends, you're going to go out to dinner. Everybody gets in the car. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? Well, I don't know. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where should we go? And then somebody speaks up and they're like, I want to go here. Okay, fine. We'll go there. So that was the person with the strongest energy speaking up. Now, what's interesting about that is everybody's going to go there and eat, but only one person decided. Everybody else in the car gave their power to that person. There was no discussion. We didn't come to a joint agreement. This is just how it happened. We said, oh, you're the strongest one, we'll follow you. That's giving your power away, loved one. That doesn't mean that you have to be all the time, I'm going to eat here and I'm the strong one and this is my, that's not it either. Discussion, communication. Oh, where do you want to eat? 4 people in the car, 4 opinions. Oh, now let's all come to an agreement of where we all want to eat. That's balanced energy. That's good boundaries. That's a good exchange of energy. Okay? I don't know if that makes sense. Another example of if you have weak boundaries. say you get into a relationship, a friendship, or a romantic relationship, or even a work relationship, and I'm going to assume that if you're watching this channel, you're an empath and you're aware of that, which means you kind of resonate really quickly. You'll harmonize with other people's energy very quickly. So you enter this relationship with this new person, and it's exciting and they're fun and you're getting along and you're harmonizing with them, so they're really enjoying this. But this person may have a background where they have a really strained relationship with a family member, and this is something that has been tormenting them for a long time. And because you're harmonizing with them and you're an empath, you're going to start to reflect the things that they need to work on, not intentionally, and you're going to notice that you're behaving in ways that aren't typical of you. And that's because you're reflecting for them what they need to work on. And this can be uncomfortable. This happens if you don't have strong boundaries. And so then as time goes on, this person's going to start to see in you this other person that they're having these continued issues with, and suddenly you've become their problem by no intention of your own, but you did not have good boundaries. So, if you can relate to any of these situations, you might want to start examining them. Okay? What else can we say here? I did a lot of notes on this. So, just understanding, number one, that your seniority, your sovereign seniority means that your God-given power to control your own energy is yours. And the only time that you are not in control of that is when you agree to hand that over. Okay? So that is the most important thing to understand. So then when you find yourself behaving in a relationship with someone that in a way that is not comfortable for you or that is foreign to you, then you've allowed that foreign energy to kind of enter into your space and start working. So the biggest thing to do is, number one, to notice that this energy is not yours. Okay? And then immediately remember that you are a sovereign being and you are in control of your own energy. Okay? So now what's important to do after you recognize that you become aware of it and you remember who you are, you have to remember that this other energy has the right to exist. This other person has the right to exist in the state that they're in the process that they're in. They are allowed to work through this pattern at their own pace, okay? So you need to allow this energy permission to exist. It just does not have the permission to exist inside your aura, inside your energy space, okay? So it's very simple. As soon as you become aware, hey, this energy isn't mine. I'm a sovereign being and I'm taking back my control. Wow, I let that slip away. No big deal. I recognized it. We're moving on. Okay, I recognize this energy has permission to exist outside of my aura. Okay? So, now it is very likely that this person that shared this energy with you did not do this maliciously. They probably have no idea they're in this pattern, and frankly, it's not your job to instruct them on it. You may recognize it, and that's fine, and if you find a place where it comes into conversation gently and easily, but you are not their judge, it is not your place to instruct them, okay? You're not saving anyone. Nobody's saving you, and you're not saving anyone. Everyone is responsible for their own work, okay? And that doesn't mean that they haven't come into our space, so that there might be things that we can reflect and point out, and it's a mutual relationship. We're doing it knowledgeably, and that's fine. But you can't just go beating into people with this savior complex that you can fix them. There's no fixing anybody. Let them do their own work, okay? Their path may just not be your path. Okay, so you can't guide them along your path if it's not their path. Okay, so they have permission to have their energy and work with it. Okay? So, finally, through this process, we've recognized that this energy is not ours. We remember that we're a sovereign being and we don't have to give this permission to be inside our own space, so we can move this outside of our space. All right? We're going to take this opportunity to forgive them for sharing this energy with us and forgive ourselves for receiving this energy and not having good boundaries. Okay, so that's very simple. You can do this kind of with a little bit of an amused attitude. You know, they just didn't know and I didn't realize and now I do, and so I'm fixing it. Okay, it's very simple. It's just energy, right? It is never a circumstance where these people have entered your space. Their presence has entered your space. That doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen, okay? Their energy commingles with your energy because your boundaries weren't crisp. They weren't solid, all right? Okay, so then we're just going to release this energy. Oh, I recognize this energy isn't mine. I'm going to either release it to whichever way you feel, which feels good to you. You can release it to Gaia, into your grounding, or you can release it into your cosmic energy, into Creator Source. Either way, whatever feels right to you, okay? This is your process. I've shown you lots of things to do, but these are essentially your processes that you develop because they feel right to your heart, okay? This is just kind of a step process, you know. Recognize, remember, you know, it's just a step process that we're going through, okay? So now we're just going to release it, right? It's very simple. We don't hold on to this. If you feel like that's too simple, or you feel like you couldn't really sense it or feel it, or it didn't quite feel real to you, you could just declare that this energy leave your space, okay? You can just, I declare by my own free will and my own sovereign power that this foreign energy that I allowed to enter my space is going to leave my space now. Declaring is not the same as demanding. Demanding creates some resistance. Okay, so you don't want resistance. You don't want it hanging out. I demand that you leave and I'm going to force. We don't have to do that. That's quite absurd. It's really ridiculous. I know it's really popular in religious circles, but it's unnecessary and it's actually violent. Okay, we don't need to do that. We can do this with love and we can do it with gratitude, and it can be simple and it can be fast. And I know I've spent a lot of time talking about this today. I have put together a bit of a meditation for this on how to recognize where your boundaries are with your aura. So I'm going to add that in as a reading, and I'll just give you some pictures here. So guys, we're going to prepare for this meditation, and I will see you shortly. We're going to begin this meditation to examine our aura boundaries. When you're in a comfortable position and you feel ready, you may close your eyes. Take a moment to ground into your earth energy, down through your root chakra, into your earth star chakra, into Mother Gaia. As this is happening, I would like you to allow your egoic analyzer to shut down. You can allow your cosmic source energy to enter through your crown chakra and move down through all of your chakras into Mother Gaia. Take a nice deep breath in through your heart space at this time. As you exhale, I would like you to allow that energy to pass up through your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, your crown chakra, and I would like you to allow that energy to just fountain down outside of your body. That beautiful energy is running through your aura. You may be able to see it or sense it at this time. At this time, I would like you to gently take your hand and place it inside the palm of your other hand and notice your skin. Gently, gently touching your skin. Now gently raise your hand just slightly off of your other hand and feel the energy moving between them just lightly in your fingertips. That energy you're noticing is part of your aura. If you can notice just a little bit farther away from your body now, maybe an inch or two, if you can become aware of this space, if you can become aware of the energy in this space. This is your aura. What does it feel like to you? Does it have a texture? Does it have a color? Now I'd like you to take another breath in through your heart space. And as you exhale, I would like you to allow your aura to expand out to about arm's length, the entire way around your body, top and bottom, front and back, all around. As you're in this space, do you sense any brightness or color in your aura? Are there any dullness or occlusive spaces? Do you notice any kind of a texture? Does it feel rigid or spongy or soft? Does it seem to be crisp and well-defined on the edges, or does it kind of gradually dissipate and fade away? Can you notice any energy flowing through your aura? Can you sense whether it's easier to release this energy or to pull energy in? Going to expand the size of your aura a little more. Another deep breath in through your heart space. And as you exhale, I would like you to allow your aura to fill the room space that you're in. I would like you to notice where you're standing in your aura now. Are you in the center? Are you near the front? Are you towards the back? Possibly to one side? Take another breath in through your heart space. I would like you to look around your aura and notice, do you see anything? In this larger space, do you feel anything here with you? Do you notice any energies that don't resonate as your own? At this time, if you've noticed some energy that is not your own, I want you to remember your seniority and your sovereignty in this moment. There is no energy that is not yours that has permission to be inside of your aura. We're going to give this energy permission to exist outside of your aura, and in this case, outside of the room. If you're able to notice where this energy came from, at this time, I would like you to offer forgiveness to wherever this energy came from, and offer forgiveness to yourself for allowing this energy to enter your space. And now I'd like you to choose which feels best for you to release this energy. Upwards through your crown to Creator Source, or downwards through your root chakra and your Okay, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that meditation. I just want to finish up a little bit by discussing how to maintain your boundaries. Okay, so in that meditation, we were able to take a look at our boundaries, at our aura, and become aware of where they were, and become aware of the size and the texture, how permeable they are, how well information passes back and forth. So all in all, you're looking for, and also where you were standing in your aura. Kind of the goal here is normally you want to have your aura at about arm's length around your body, okay? You should be standing about in the middle of it, and you want nice crisp boundaries. Okay? That way people know where your boundaries are, that they haven't stumbled across them and kind of muddied into them, and now they got too close and you got offended. Okay? So nice, crisp boundaries. And you want them to be... When I tell you guys we're only going to receive information from healed loved ones and ascended masters and creator source, that's a boundary. That's a boundary of flow, kind of like the banks of a river. Okay? It says, there's lots and lots of information out here that's available to me. Because, everything is energy. Everything is energy. All of that energy is the same. All of that energy is equal. We all have access to all of that energy all of the time. Okay? So if you don't want people coming in and jumping in your river, establish some boundaries for your flow. And that is, mine are for me. I only deal with healed loved ones, ascended masters, and creator source. That's all. Okay? Occasionally I'll get information during channelings from others. I had a Lyrian come in one time, but during that channeling, I was literally in the background while I was working out here. What you could see and hear in the background, it was literally having basically an interview conversation with this individual and discussing with them what they wanted to bring forth in that channel. Okay? That energy is very difficult on me to channel, so I do not ever seek that out. If it comes, it gets assessed pretty heavily at the door because I am a sovereign being and this is my body and I don't give this up to anybody else. Okay? Nobody. It's mine. Me, my higher self, and source. Okay? So if you noticed in that meditation that you were a little bit out of balance with your boundaries, these are just some suggestions on how you might want to tweak that for yourself. Okay? So, again, family, thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to reach out to me, banner above, description below. Okay? Be kind to yourself. This is a tough concept for a lot of us. Okay? So please be gentle with yourself. Rest, drink good, clean, filtered water. Okay? Eat healthy foods. Or eat the donuts. Whatever feels right. Okay? All right, guys. I love you so much. And I will be back with you soon. Okay? Namaste. Family, thank you for being here today. If you have something that you would like assistance with and you would like included on the next transmutation ceremony, you can email that to me at GardenPortalCamisFluidArt@gmail.com. Please note in the subject if you would like me to read that or not, and these will be transmuted in the next ceremony. Thank you for being here. Much love to you.